Hello. I am going live right now because I can. So, hello everyone. I just wanted to do my video challenge, my Teacher to YouTubers challenge live. And this is going to be hard because had all these ideas of being able to like edit it and everything, but sometimes you just got to jump in there and get it done. So, first of all, about me. My name is Cindy, and welcome to my channel. And I am the mom of 13. You can find me on Facebook, and I also have an iPad users group on Facebook. And I have a photo of one of my recent photos of my family at Thanksgiving. And yeah, so I have 13 kids. My youngest is 12, and my oldest. Hello, Evelyn. Thank you. It's comforting to know that there's someone here watching. So, so I have 13. My oldest daughter has 3 kids, and my third daughter has 1. So I have 4 grandchildren. So that's really awesome. And so, like I said, I have the iPad users group on Facebook, and that was just started because when I first started with Vipkid, I didn't realize that my computer wasn't going to work for Vipkid, and I did have an iPad, so I went right to the iPad and it worked. And so I used the iPad for over 1,000 classes when I first started, and I just knew that a lot of people had iPads, and I thought they might want to know that iPads are really good for teaching, and they're great for a second device. They're also good if that's your only device. Some people have a computer and they prefer an iPad. So I just started the iPad group, and we have, I don't know, over 2,500 people in that group already. And there are a lot of people who like to use iPads, but then there's also people who just use it as a backup. We also have people in that group from all over the world, and they travel and they use the iPad in their travels. And so it's really a great group for resources. People share like what kind of headset they use or the internet capabilities, all different types of tech issues on that group. So it's really awesome. And if you're watching this video from my group, thank you so much for all of your support on that group. And also, I obviously work for Vipkid, and I have been with Vipkid for 672 days. I have taught 510 students. I have taught over 2,320 classes. That's how many classes are on my portal, but we all know that does not include supplementaries, and so it's more than that. I have 922 5 Apple reviews, which is really awesome. I have four Apple reviews. Yeah, those were hard days getting those 4 Apple reviews, but it has been a while. I also got one 3 Apple review, and I was able to get that invalidated. So when you have less than 4 apples, like if you have 3 or 2 or 1 apple, you can appeal to the company and you can get it invalidated. So I was able to do that. The comment that the parent made on this lesson was that I did not use a reward, and I obviously did. I went back and watched it, and I did use a reward, so it was completely invalidated. I had 2 of the 4 Apple reviews from one parent, and I went back and I watched the videos, and I thought I did a great job. So I don't know. I think sometimes, when it's younger kids, the parents have different expectations. So if you do get a 4 Apple review, please do not fear about it. Most of the parents with Vipkid are awesome, and they do cut us some slack, and it's kind of scary to put ourselves out there and to do what we need to do for the kids. And we're kind of like, especially at the beginning, you're like a shot in the dark. You don't know if you're really doing what you're supposed to be doing or not. But just if you do get a 4 Apple, it is definitely hard. It is not a fun day, but don't let it ruin your life because the good apples are coming. And so I am so excited. I'm heading up to 1,000. I'm just like, every day I count, I'm like, please give me some apples. Now I was just on, I am on a Facebook group for I have to, Evelyn maybe could help me out at a stoplight listening while driving. Oh, awesome. There is a Facebook group for all things like Chinese. I can't remember the name of it, but the guy that runs that Facebook group, he put on there that you can ask for your 5 apple reviews. And so do not act like you can't do it. Like at the beginning when I did VIP Kid, I thought I wasn't supposed to ask for apples, but I have learned since then that it's okay and just do it politely and kindly, and then the parents are willing to do it, especially if you do a good job. And usually what I say is, please do not forget to leave your 5 apple feedback. This is important. This is important for my statistics with VIP Kid, and say something about them helping you out, because the parents like to help teachers out. All things China, thank you. Okay, so then I am asked on this, as this challenge is, what is your favorite prop? I will have to say that my favorite prop is I really like this whiteboard. I use it all the time. I use it for almost every single class. This was a student who did not do their project for the assessment, and so we had time at the end of class, and we were able to draw pets, farm animals, and wild animals, and I use this all the time for many, many things. Excuse me. And so I really like this. This is my go-to prop. One of the props that I've been using recently that I really like too are these animals. This has come in handy for extension. They come in handy for the actual classes where we talk about animals. And this set of cards has like the kitten and like what is a baby? A baby kitten is a baby cat is a kitten, or these aren't these are kind of mixed up, but this is a sheep. What's a baby sheep? And it's a lamb. This works for the older kids as well, like just for review. What is a baby dog? And it's a puppy. And usually I put these in order, and I have these ready to grab at a moment's notice because I might need to extend, or I might have animals in a lesson or something like that. So I just organize these, but I have to look for my cat and my goat. So I really love those, and those are something that I've been using. And just today I went to the dollar store and I got these. These are eggs, and they have actual animals in them. I looked at all of the Easter egg stuff, and when I saw this, I had to grab it. This one has a cow in it and a pig, and so I haven't even opened it yet, but this looks like a fun one for the Easter season. So the next question I have is, what is your favorite level? Favorite level. My favorite level is probably the older kids, probably level 6 and level 7. I love level 7, but I don't get a lot of level 7 bookings because I don't have a lot of open spots. Hello, Christy. Yay. Oh, nice. Yeah, my kids lived on ramen. Believe me, I've eaten a lot of that stuff. So I love level 6. I haven't gotten any recently. Most of what I teach is probably a smattering of level 1. This morning I had a 3, a 2 and a 3 and a 4. And I kind of do a really, hodgepodge of different levels, but I do love level 7. I have one level 7 student that I book twice a week. So that's really awesome. And during the summer, last summer, I did a lot of level 7. So I'm hoping that will happen again for me next year. This one says, what is your favorite secondary rewards? Okay. Secondary rewards. Okay. So for my trials, my favorite reward right now is something that teacher Evelyn gave me, and that is my Curious George. I love this thing, and it has bananas, and it goes perfectly with the trial lesson. And I don't know, I just didn't really believe it at the beginning when I was new to VIP Kid, that these kids would die for monkeys and bananas. They love them. So right now, this is what I use for my beginning students, for my trials, for all my trials. I keep them right in my front drawer. I also have these for my new students or trial students, if I don't know what to grab, these are my go-tos, unless I have something really special planned. Today I did the drawing of the roll-a-dog, which I haven't done in a while. And instead of rolling the dice for one of my students, I had him just pick a number, and then that kind of moved the class along. It was a level like 4 student who needed more time to read and everything, so I didn't want to take time to roll the dice. But I also do have a dice that I rolled for another student, and you can do a roll a dog reward. I love the drawing rewards, and I think they're really great. And they're great for traveling. They're great for iPad users, and they can be different for every student. You can even you can draw it yourself, or you can also have the student draw it while you're drawing it. So there's a lot of variations that you can do with with those types of things. Okay, so what is your favorite supplementary course? My favorite supplementary course would probably be the free talk. I love the free talk, especially if the student can speak well. That's probably my favorite supplementary. I didn't really like the reading courses at first, but I have done a few of those, and I've started to learn how to pace those and how to extend if needed and how to go through it quickly if needed. So I'm starting to like those because you can extend a little bit with those too. Um, my my YouTube channel is youtube.com/Cindy Bennett 13, obviously for 13 kids. And on my channel, I have a lot of iPad users help, and I have a playlist for iPad users. I also have my chats. Every Saturday I do a live chat. And I also do some interviews, and I have some collaborations on there. So I have a lot of VIP Kid, but I also put some family stuff on there. So, and I'm hoping to take up some knitting. I have a couple knitting videos, and I'm planning on adding to that as we go along. So that's my YouTube channel. And I also have some interviews lined up. Hello, Danny. I have some interviews lined up coming up, and I'm looking to, Evelyn just volunteered to be, Evelyn, I am going to email you because I have an idea. It's not a game show, but it's an idea for live, because I really know, like, answering all these questions, we're all going to be doing it right now. So I want to do something a little more extended. So stay tuned, Evelyn. I am going to private message you, and then everybody else will see what is going to happen, hopefully, if it works out. So how long have I been YouTubing? Let's see. I have been following Danny. I remember last summer I followed Danny, like she was on almost every day, and I listened. I listened to it like every day. I'd be like, "Hello, it's me. Hello, it's me." And so I've been following Evelyn and Danny and Kelly, and so they were taken up every single day. And then there was a spot for a live, and it was on Saturday. And I thought, I don't know if I want to do Saturday. Nobody's going to be available, but it actually is a good day. So I think Saturday works for me, and I like it. And so I'm going to keep up with that. So I've only been doing that for, I don't know, 6 months or so. And so I really like it. And I was just thinking today, the 14th, I'll be in Journey. So I was thinking maybe I'll do an interview with the lady that I'm going to be, you know, palling around with. This lady is, she posted that she needed a roommate, and it worked out. And so I'm just moving along and planning on going. She's driving down, going to pick me up at the airport. So I thought maybe I can do an interview with her at Journey. And I want to meet Christy, and I want to meet, I just saw the video of Lucy West with Casey. And so I just can't wait to see all the people I'm going to meet. And Paul is going to be there. And so it's going to be great. It's just growing into more excitement for me. I'm planning what my kids are going to do. We should live at Journey during a break. Yeah, we should live. Oh yeah, definitely. My only issue is this is not my computer. So you Christian people that pray, could you please pray for me that my computer guy will get my computer going so that I can take it with me? Because this is kind of my husband's computer. So, and I can't go live on YouTube without a laptop. So, yeah. So, so it's going to be so fun. We could go live like a few different times. Well, you can definitely go live on Facebook and can go live other places, just not on YouTube. Yeah, I'm so excited. So, how many videos do I have? I have over 200, which is crazy. And I told you what kind of videos. And I have been putting some videos up with Filmora, and I have learned that I just can't get majorly fancy with this computer and Filmora. So, I am doing it, and it's working, and I'm having fun with it. But it is time consuming. That's why I had all these ideas of this video, and I said, I'm just going to go on because it'll take me hours to edit it. Okay, so my best YouTube friends. I just named them all, didn't I? Okay, so Evelyn, Danny, Kelly, Casey, Kim, Morgan. Did I miss anyone? Christy's going to be doing some YouTube videos. I know that. She's gearing up. And obviously, there's over 50. I think there's 65 people in that Teachers and YouTubers group. So if we all follow each other, we are going to be so famous among each other. So what have I improved? What have I improved in my YouTubing? Okay, so I have learned how to edit videos. I have learned how to make thumbnails. I think one of the biggest things I notice is my lighting is better, and that kind of thing. Yeah, I'm so excited to meet you too, Christy. I've been watching you since way back, way back. And you did like a Bible reading challenge, a singing challenge. We need to get back into that. I like to load y'all's playlist before I go outside. Gets you the watch time. Oh, amen. Awesome. Thank you, Danny. Yeah. And so I need to make a playlist too. I haven't quite figured out completely how to, like Casey made a playlist, but I can't figure out how to play that on my channel or whatever. So always new things to learn. All right. So, what is your one wish? Okay. So, my husband pastors a church, and my one wish is that we could have a church that, could sustain him so that he could just do church stuff. That's been my wish for the last like 20 years. But it hasn't happened, so I have to trust that it is what it is. But he works a full-time job, plus he, teaches Bible at our church, but it makes it so he doesn't have much time to really minister to people. And he's had a really hard time, personally, and I just would really love to see him have some relief. And, it's hard. We live in a state that is, I think New Hampshire is one of the most unchurched states in the entire country. And we do have churches in our state. We do have some larger churches. But yeah, it is what it is. And I just would love to see that happen. And I thought about it. What's my one wish? That's the biggest thing that comes to my mind. Plus, we live in a house that has lots of repairs needed. So I would really like to be able to figure out a plan to get, the repairs done on the house that are needed. And so those are my two wishes, I guess. What is your goal for the future? For the future, meaning my goal for YouTube. For YouTube, my goal would be, I don't know if that's a good question because, I kind of am doing this for a hobby, just for the fun of it. And all we have is churches and gas stations. Yeah, in liquor stores. Yeah. Yeah, I lived in Wisconsin for a while. There was a liquor store in every corner. And actually, New Hampshire is one of the, I don't know what the percentage is, but we have one of the highest percentages of drug abusers in our state. And we have a pretty good state. Like we have well-to-do people that live here. But people are just gravitating to the drugs, and we have a really huge drug problem. So, we need the churches, we need to reach out. We have helped some people who have been addicted to drugs, and we have seen some good success stories, and we've helped a lot of people, but it's just, we just don't have a self-sustaining church. So there's a difference between helping people and actually having an income for the pastor. Because my husband's willing to do anything to help someone, and he will, give up anything of his own to help someone else. But, he doesn't have a full-time pastoral position. Yeah. Yeah. So good, Danny. Yeah. Danny, I do not, it is what it is. People are just gravitate toward, toward substances. And I'm thankful that I just haven't. My grandmother was an alcoholic. My father's mother, actually, my mother's mother was pretty into liquor as well. And so I saw how it hurt them. So fortunately for me, I just learned from their mistakes. And some people learn from other people, and some people make this mistake and have to overcome it themselves. And so I just saw how it hurt them. My grandmother died at 55, and she had been an alcoholic and a chain smoker for many years, and 55 seems so old to me. And actually I'm close to 55, and I'm still pretty healthy. So, I have other problems though, believe me. I have a lot of problems, but I just figure, I'm fortunate that I don't have to deal with that. But it does make it hard when you minister to people, because they think, you don't know what it's like. And I don't know what it's like, but I am here to help anybody who needs help. Like, I'll be your friend. I will, you know, sit by you. I will pray with you. Um, I will cry with you. I have one friend that we met, and I brought her to probation every week. I brought her to, meetings that she had to go to meetings to, because she was on probation, she had to go to certain meetings. So I went every week with her, thick or thin, every week went with her. She came to church with me 3 times a week. I am there, I can be there because I don't have that problem. I can be there. I can help someone realize there's more to life than just, you know, caving in to your flesh. And so thank you, Danny. And it's what makes me happy is helping someone else and seeing someone else succeed in their life. And so that's why I like to do the YouTube, and I have brought some people into Vipkid, and it's been a blessing to their life. And you know that's what we do, and that's some people really thrive on just being there for someone in need, and that's what I feel like I can be. The hands and feet love them, and Jesus does the rest. That's right, and we can be there. Like, there's only so much we can do, and God does have to definitely take over. And so, yeah, so that's me. That's my life. So you heard I think that's it. I answered all the questions. And you guys online right now are some of my best friends. And Christy, you need to get into the group. I know you have a busy life. And so that's the thing about this that I always like to point out is that we're all in a different place. I've spent my years with kids at home, being there for them every minute, and didn't have time to talk on the phone or do much of anything. And this is kind of an outlet for me that I feel like I'm kind of able to spend some more time away from the nitty gritty of everyday life. And so, if you don't have time for YouTube, or you don't have time to listen to all the YouTube videos, don't feel bad. Put your priorities in order and do what's most important first. And that's what's most important. Yeah. Yeah. So family's why I took a break, but I'm being slowly brought back in. It's so good now. Good. And your family, when your family sees you happy, they're going to be happy for you. And to me, my family needs to see me like Okay, this is gonna get personal, but you know, a while back, some of my friends, I showed them a picture of four of my kids got together. My daughter Lily went to Georgia to see my one daughter. They drove all the way to South Carolina to see my other two kids. So four of my kids were all together at the same time in South Carolina. And my heart was just like torn out because it's like, I want to be there. And when you're the mom of 13, oh, good, Paula. I listen to YouTube as a commute to and from work. That's what I do too, because I have 30 minutes. But when you're the mom of 13 and you have given your whole life to your kids and then they start leaving the nest, you just feel like your heart is being ripped out, every time. And so for me, this is kind of filling that gap where I could just be depressed. I mean, I had a friend with only two kids and she had a hard time with it. And so just seeing, and you think, oh, well, this one leaves and you still have a whole bunch more. But when one person leaves, it changes your whole family. You have to regroup, readjust. Someone else takes the older kid. I call it acting oldest, and everything changes, and it's just a piece of your heart is just torn out. And it's the way it's supposed to be, but it's still hard. It's still hard. So if your kids are all little and they're inside your house and you can enjoy that, and if they're not, then just understand I'm in a different place. And so that's what it is. And so whatever works for you, you just do what works for you. And this YouTube is always going to be there at your convenience, right? All right. Well, thank you guys for watching. I was trying to make this really short because Christy's just kind of had a time limit and I really liked that, but it's shorter than my regular lives. So thank you for watching and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.